Now, Dara, I wanted to talk to you about your video Mirroring from 1975, which is a black and white videotape of you moving very slowly in relation to a mirror in close-up on a monitor on a pedestal. Can you tell me what inspired you to make the piece?
Mirroring is one of the earliest works that I had done. In 1975, someone had lent me a porta pack, and I was very much trying to find what video was about in time and space, in the ability to look at oneself through the camera. The most important preconception was the reading of Lacan that I was doing, and reading about the mirror phase. That became the most important. The idea of trying to find and establish my own sense of identity. And mirroring, it just came to me. There's nothing that was very preconceived. It was a study in trying to execute what I had been reading. When mirroring begins, it actually begins on the image of a woman, myself, and it begins in focus. What a viewer doesn't realize is that what's in focus is actually the mirrored image of the woman. It's not the actual image of the woman. And that's the most important thing, is that through the eye of the video, you cannot tell real from mirror any longer. Each time I go toward the mirror, I'm the one who's out of focus. I come back and put my hand out of frame and affect the focus of the camera ever so slightly, so that in each passage the focus is starting to slip, and it slips more and more until the real self is what becomes in focus. The mirror self is out of focus. The tool of video was something that could instantaneously both capture the image and play it back at the same time. It broke with filmic narrative, and it became a kind of instantaneous viewing of self and or other. And I think that having just the smallest amount of equipment within one's own territory allowed for performative actions that were freed of a lot of constraints and that were at times impulsive, and that you get a type of rawness and spontaneity that is a wonderful moment in art making. Now, the porta-pack was used in different ways. It was used by TV, for example, to gather alternative news. But it was also used by people like artists within their own studio, create works of art that had very much individuated, almost narcissistic psychodynamic nature. And the aspect of performing, not for others to be seen, but performing almost for oneself, performing for the camera, performing to see what that camera lens would capture and play back, and how that would affect oneself.